Hello everybody, and welcome back to another airport update of the Providence, Rhode Island TF Green International Airport, of course based in, Providence, Rhode Island. We're back here for another airport update. It has been a while since the last one, and I know I keep saying that for this airport, and I really shouldn't because it is a really cool airport, and I should do more airport updates of this airport, and that is what I intend on doing in this summer. And that has also been the case with a lot of my airports. Or at least some of my airports, Guam being a notable one, but there have been, it's typhoon season, and there was one recently in Guam that canceled all the flights for like a while, but expect another Guam airport update coming at some point soon, I hope at least. I don't have any specific plans for when the next Guam update will be, but I do want to make some more Guam updates soon. Of course, there's the retro one that just came out, and also Fort Myers. There has not been an update of Fort Myers in a long time, and that's mainly because that series will be ending. So another Florida airport update series on this channel is going to bite the dust. That'll be the third one to end. It will be replaced by another Florida airport. I don't know when that will begin. I have some other series that I would like to do, or at least start before that one, or other airports I'd like to make, but I do have another Florida airport that I am planning on making, but Fort Myers is done. The series is over. Didn't get very far with that one. It's a cool airport, but there are a lot of people on YouTube who do Fort Myers airport updates, and there are a lot of great Fort Myers airports out there. And not to say that I'm not doing it, because I don't think mine is good enough to be on YouTube. But I'd rather do something else. This next airport is the airport in Florida that I've always wanted to kind of grow into, but I never had the fleet to do it, and now I think I finally do. So I think I will make that jump past Fort Myers to this next. It's a bigger airport, obviously, what I'm alluding to, and you might already be able to figure out what it is, but I will not be giving the definite answer until later on, so I'll let you ponder what this new Florida airport will be. But yeah, the Fort Myers series is over, but Fort Myers is not missing out. There are a lot of other creators who do Fort Myers airport updates, and I highly recommend you check them out. Syracuse Aviation is one that immediately pops into my mind, but there are also plenty others that do that airport. So we'll be getting our Providence update here in the American Airlines gates. Here at Gate 3, we have this American A319 in the America West Heritage livery. This one came in from Washington, DCA, Washington Reagan National, and it will be heading back out there on the turnaround. And next up here we have two American Eagle aircraft, two Embraers that actually here, beginning with the E175 there on the bottom of your screen, operated by Envoy Air. This one came in from Chicago O'Hare. We have yet another turnaround for this guy. He'll be heading back out there. Behind that one we have the E145, operated by Piedmont, of course. This one is in from Philadelphia, and it will be, once again, on the turn back out to Philadelphia. And then next up here we have this Allegiant A319 with sharklets. This is filling in for an A320 with sharklets. I do not have that model at the moment, at least. Maybe at some point I'll invest in getting an Allegiant A320, but for now we have the two A319s. But maybe that'll be something I'll look for at airliners and the Allegiant A320. One of the models that I was pondering maybe getting. But this aircraft came in from Punta Gorda, and it will be heading back out to Punta Gorda, Florida. And at Gate 9, just about to get pushed back here, we have this United Express E170, operated by Republic. This one came in from New York, Newark, and it will be pushing back shortly for the turnaround back out to Newark. And the next up here we have a JetBlue A321. Very cool. This is the first time that this aircraft has had an appearance at an airport update in Providence, I believe. This one came in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and once again we have another turnaround for this guy. No absence of turnarounds as always for these Providence updates. They're quite a common thing to have here. So this one on the turn from Fort Lauderdale. And then here we have the Breeze E195. This one is coming in right now from Pittsburgh, pulling into its gate, and then later tonight they will head back out there another turnaround for this aircraft. And now we move into the Delta gates here. We have two aircraft here today, beginning with the CRJ 900, operated by Endeavor Air. And this one came in from Detroit Metro, and it will be heading back out there on the turnaround Then behind that one we have the A319. This one's filling in for an A320. And this one came in from Atlanta, and once again this one is on the turnaround. And now we move along into the southwest gates here, being in the back there with the 737-700 in the Heart livery with splits. This one came in from Baltimore BWI, and it will be heading back out there. And then we have the 737 MAX 8 here in the Canyon Blue retro livery. I did see this one that flew into Providence about a week ago, so I wanted to include it in the next Providence update whenever I had the chance, and here it is. So this is the Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Canyon Blue retro. This one came in from Washington DCA, Reagan National. Kind of surprising that they would send a flight from Baltimore and Washington DC at like within an hour of each other, because they're basically, well, I mean, they're right next to each other. So that's a bit interesting, but I guess they do have enough demand for that. We have a lot of Baltimore flights and a lot of DC flights from here, though. That one came in from Washington DCA, and it'll be heading out to Orlando. And then here in the very darkly lit corner here, we did just have a bulb go out, so it's not lit very well over here. So I'll try to get that bulb replaced before our next airport update, airport setup, which will inevitably be in this same spot. So we might still have that issue, but this is just a tough spot to access for all my lights. So not great lighting for this final aircraft, but it is the JetBlue A320 here. This one is currently taxiing out for the flight out to West Palm Beach, and it previously arrived in from there as well. Very interesting that they serve both Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach in the same afternoon, because that's another like Baltimore DC situation, because they're both really close to each other. They're both in the Miami metro area. So it's very interesting that they serve JetBlue, the same airline, just like Southwest. They both serve two destinations very similar at similar times. But I guess they would get enough demand for that. I mean, Florida is a pretty popular destination, but it is still yet surprising to see that both of these flights happening at the same afternoon. But I mean, I guess JetBlue is doing well enough that they can do it, and I'm glad to see them here. So we have 2 JetBlue aircraft in this airport update and 2 very beautiful aircraft. So yeah, this one on the turn from West Palm Beach. And that'll conclude this airport update of the Providence TF Green Airport. Very cool airport here. Definitely one that I would like to visit in the future. Probably will at some point, actually. I do have a lot of ancestors who went through here, so probably have a lot of distant relatives in Rhode Island, which is a bit interesting. But definitely will be a place I'd like to get to at some point in the future, long-term future, probably, because my summer this year is just absolutely packed, so I'm not going down to Providence anytime soon. I have airliners and trip to Europe to worry about first. But yeah, that'll do it for our airport update here. I hope you enjoyed this airport and this airport update series. Definitely don't want to cancel this one anytime soon. This one is should be going strong here for. I'm not going to give a long-term deal as how long this airport's going to go on to, because I've done that before, and I have also receded that statement retracted that statement in the future for other airports. So I'll say this this airport's going to go at least through the summer. And so yeah, we'll see you in the next airport update of Providence here. That'll do it for this airport update. So thank you all for checking this one out. This conclusion is very long, so I'm going to end it right now, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.